These are the instructions for our Sociology 101 class, answering the questions, what am I supposed to do for our weekly assignment? What resources should I use to carry this out? Of course, the first thing to do is read the syllabus. Please refer to the syllabus to see which chapters and topics will be the focus of each week. When you log into our Blackboard course, you will be brought into the announcements page. Then you will need to go to the course content menu. There you will see the list of weekly course modules. Each weekly course module has a set of resources, including a link to the chapters for the week. The full text is always available online as well, as noted in the syllabus. Often there will be web-based resources that add to what we explore with each weekly topic. What to do? The main approach of the class this summer will be for you to read the given weekly chapters, review any related resources in the module, then open the template for each chapter. There will be 2 each week that are given for the class, and complete these templates with the assignment that is described in each. Then be sure to submit your templates weekly. Once you have completed the weekly templates, you should post them in the given discussion drop boxes as an attachment. Then you should read others' submissions and comment on at least 2 of other people's submissions for each template. What tools to use in doing this work? The weekly assignment is based on using ChatGPT, Bard, or Bing Chat. These are 3 of the recently developed tools that are now being integrated in most everything you use online. They are like search engines on steroids, able to do so many things, some things really well, and other things confusingly strange. We will be using them as a central tool for this class. You might be wondering, why use AI now? Well, because in just the last 5 weeks or so of the spring semester in 2023, they have become so prevalent in people's online work. I have decided, rather than trying to be the AI police, preventing people from use or misuse of ChatGPT or other AI, I have to face it head-on and explore with students how to use it well. And of course, this is our first attempt. This is on the horizon, and the horizon is very close. Over the coming semesters, it is going to become more and more a part of what we do and how we do it. Very much like how the internet became, but much more slowly, a normal part of teaching and learning, whether it was for online or on-ground classes. So, familiarize yourself with ChatGPT or its variants, like Bing Chat or Bard. Experiment with whichever tool you decide to use, and see what it can do. Its basic use is pretty straightforward, and like a search engine by Google or Bing, usually these 2 are our choices, you type in what you're looking for and it produces references. But beyond the basic search engines, it is conversational. That means you can chat with it as if you were chatting with a person to describe what you want, and it will produce responses. Here's an example. Go to ChatGPT or Bard or Bing Chat and say something like, can you write me a 500-word essay on the origin of chocolate in Central and South America? And see what it produces. Do be aware that whoever asks this question is likely to get basically the same essay. It is not cutting and pasting from other sources, which would be plagiarism, but in fact it is writing the essay from scratch from what it knows. But now here is something else to consider. The end result will be pretty recognizable to many teachers as having come from AI, through the level of writing it reflects, the words it uses, and so on. Should we stop ChatGPT? Well, there's a battle brewing. In fact, there are developers who have come up with detectors for people to use to see if something was written by AI. ZeroGPT and GPT-0 are 2 of these, and you can try them out for free. To test this out, copy and paste your essay on chocolate in one of these, and it will tell you if it was written by AI. You can also post it back into one of the chat tools themselves, and they can tell you more or less accurately whether the essay was AI generated. You can also refine your or AI's finished product. Once you have asked it to produce your essay, you can follow up by asking to translate it to another language. It will do so instantly. You can ask it to rewrite it at a lower or higher reading level. For example, can you write that at the level of a graduate school student? Or can you write that at the level of a 5th grade student in a U.S. public school? And so forth. You can also ask it to provide you with references to cite the sources of its information. One of the tools is better than the others at doing this, of course. Find out which. Another thing to consider is that you can also refine your or AI's finished product. Once you have asked it to produce your essay, you can follow up by asking to translate it to another language. It will do so instantly. You can ask it to rewrite at a lower or higher reading level. For example, can you write that at the level of a graduate school student? Can you write that at the level of a 5th grade student in a U.S. public school? And so forth. You can also ask it to provide you with references to cite the source of its information. Some other things to try. You can ask AI to summarize the essay or any other document that you might cut and paste into the chat window. You can ask it to list the keywords found in the essay. You can ask it to list the keywords one might need to know in order to understand the topic at hand. You can ask it to put your essay into the form of a list of bullet points. You can ask it to suggest references that you might go to in order to learn more about the topic. And these are just a few of the possibilities. And there is more. You can also say, for example, can you suggest follow-up questions I might ask you to improve the results of my previous question? And it should give you further points, words, suggestions that you can add to your previous questions. And there is even more. Play around with these tools. Ask them anything. Be careful because it can give you false answers. Yes, it does that sometimes. It also may tell you at first that it can't answer a question because it is only a language model. If it tells you this, find ways to rephrase your questions. You may be surprised at what it then can do, which at first it tells you it can't do. So here is your weekly work. Each week there will be 2 chapters to read in our text, each focused on a key area of understanding sociology. There is a template in the weekly course module that relates to each chapter and its focus. The first part of your weekly assignment is to complete each template by first reading the chapter and any related resources provided related to each template, prepare a prompt about the central topic of the chapter, to ask ChatGPT, Bard, or Bing Chat to help summarize, clarify, or explain the topic. Then, cut and paste your prompt into the template, ask AI the prompt, and cut and paste AI's answer into the template. Next, you should ask AI 2 follow-up or sub-prompts of your original prompt for further discussion. Cut and paste these prompts into your template. Cut and paste AI's answers to the template. Finally, submit the completed template, including the remaining tasks that are listed there, as an attachment in its corresponding discussion thread. Finally, each week, read other people's templates. Ask questions of at least 2 other people in each discussion thread about their template, about their prompt, or about the results of their prompt. Here are the 3 main tools currently available to use in the completion of this assignment. One is ChatGPT, the other is called Bard by Google, and the third one is Bing Chat by Microsoft. If you know of others, please let me know. Here are the 3 main tools that you may explore in completion of this weekly assignment. ChatGPT is the most common one that most people know about. Google now has Bard, and Microsoft now has Bing Chat, which requires a Microsoft account. If you know of others, please let everyone know. But wait, there's more. ChatGPT was trained on documents up through 2021, so it may not have the most current information you need if it comes from 2022 or later. But if you have ChatGPT 4, you will have much more and more current access. So, for example, ChatGPT that you originally log into knows our online sociology text. Yes, it does. But it knows version 2, and we use version 3. So you can ask it to do things like list the keywords from our online text, Sociology, in the OpenStax resource online that have to do with the chapter on culture, summarize a particular chapter, ask for the main theories of sociology discussed in the text, and so much more. And there's even more. Try it out. Ask about recent news events that you, ChatGPT, know about that relate to the section in our text on something like social inequality or any other general topic. Or ask about how does this topic from a specific chapter relate to real life? Or ask, how do I know what sociology says is not just ideological opinion? Or ask, what does sociology have to say about the current controversy in our society about whatever, fill in the blank. Go for it. Experiment. See what you can come up with.